Hi, today I wanted to talk a little bit about the QuadraFire Pellet Stove Controllers model 7000-205P or the 7000-205. I have one here in my Castile pellet stove and I have not yet powered it up. I'm about to do that. But I wanted to note a couple things about my controllers, that I modified it slightly so that it would have an indicator to tell me when the auger is spinning. Otherwise, there's no real way of knowing. So on this stove, on this controller, I've added an LED to tell me when the auger is spinning. It's a little bit of an orange-yellow color, and it's to the left of the red-green LED that's typically there. And then at the top right-hand corner is a standard initialization blue LED that blinks for 6 or 7 cycles for the first few minutes of the control being turned on. So in this instance, I'm going to show you what happens when the pellet stove controller thermocouple, the temperature sensor in the fire pit, is not on, not plugged in, it's open, or the wire is broken or something. So I'm going to do that by disconnecting the thermocouple wires from the controller and replacing it with my thermocouple simulator. So you see I have it in off mode right now. It's not on, and I believe I have it preset to about 70 degrees F room temperature. So let me go turn it on. Let me turn on the stove, and we'll see the light blinks real quick, and then the blue lights will blink for a number of cycles, and this should happen on yours as well. There we go. We got the blue blinking for the initialization cycle, and we've got our red LED indicating to us that the thermocouple is open. It's not going to go away. It's just staying on full-time red. So we know that the fire pit is cold. There's no fire in the pit. I'll go down below. Again, my thermocouple is reading 0. It's off, so it's simulating that it's open. And the voltage to my heater element is actually 14 volts AC, so it's not on. So the heater element is not being turned on, and which stands to reason since we don't have a thermocouple reporting the temperature back. So you'll notice again, we're still going through some initialization cycles. The little orange/yellow LED is blinking on and off. That's my Auger LED that I installed, and we're showing red. So if I go down below and I turn on the thermocouple really quick, I'll go to output. We'll see that we're at about 70 degrees Fahrenheit, which is typical of room temperature. I go back up, and you'll notice that the red light is off. But most interestingly as well is all of a sudden we have 120 volts AC going to the heater element. So that's telling us that we're now trying to heat the pellet load that's in the pot, and we should drive it to ignition. We'll stay in this mode for approximately 13 minutes, and then it'll eventually shut itself off. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to rise the temperature slowly up to 180, 190 degrees Fahrenheit. And as I do that, we'll see that my yellow light will come on. There it is right there. So I'm at 185 degrees Fahrenheit, and the yellow light, the green light, just came on. And that's telling us that the thermocouple is now sensing that there's heat inside. We probably have a low-level fire happening, and things are progressing in the fire pit, but it's not hot enough yet to go back to automatic feed. So if I keep increasing this and I go to 600 degrees Fahrenheit, as I approach 600, I'm going to go back up top, and we'll see we'll switch the yellow light over to red again, and we'll notice that we're still driving the heater element at 119 volts AC. We'll go up here. I'll increase my temperature slightly, and we'll see it'll turn red. Look, there it is. We just turned red, and the auger starts going on its own. Notice that? The auger starts clicking. There we go. We're feeding pellets slowly. We're at 603 degrees Fahrenheit, and our heater element has stopped. So we've turned off the heater element. I guess there's no need to be running the heater element, save on energy, while the fire is running on its own. So again, we've got a heater element off. The temperature of the fire is 603 degrees or higher. And we've got a red LED on telling us that everything is normal inside, and the auger is spinning intermittently at the rate of about once every 10 to 15 seconds. There you go, 10 seconds maybe. And it'll continue in that mode until we run out of pellets and the fire goes out, or if the thermostat gets shut off. So that's my little demonstration for today. But the key takeaway here is if you have an open thermocouple, you will continue feeding pellets. Feed, but you will not get 120 volts AC, and your temperature, of course, will not. You'll not get 120 volts AC to your heater element, so your fire will not catch, and you'll go nowhere with it. All right, thanks.